Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Denny International Middle School. My name is Jeff Clark. I'm the very proud principal here. It's terrific to have you here. I want to say a special thank you to our superintendents, school board directors, our mayor, everyone else who's joined us for this special event on behalf of our kids. Here at Denny International Middle School and with our partner school, Chief Sealth International High School, we are committed to making a pathway for our kids, a pathway through middle school, high school, and on to college success. That pathway includes each and every scholar without exception. And it's thanks to a great team effort, we're really making strides towards making that plan a reality. Joining us in that work already is the City of Seattle on many levels. Thank you to the Families in Education Levy. We are able to work together in one strong, united voice as a city dedicated to all kids. I want to remind everyone that that measure will be on the ballot this November and encourage all of you to vote. This is a new partnership, a new chance for us to work closely together to make sure our kids are in school learning every single moment. At Denny, we have a slogan, we don't have a minute to waste. We don't have a minute to waste giving each and every one of our kids an outstanding education. And I want to thank you all for supporting us in that very, very important work. And that said, it's a great pleasure to introduce to you our mayor, Mr. McGinn.
So it's great to be here to announce the launch of Be Here, Get There, which is a research-driven, incentive-based campaign to raise awareness about the importance of kids getting to school, improve academic achievement by improving attendance. So what we know, research has shown that if children miss school, they're more likely to drop out. The more days they miss, the greater the likelihood. It's a very high predictor. And this is something that the school district alone can't be expected to solve on their own. So what we've done is we have a partnership with the public school district, the Alliance for Education, and Get Schooled to raise awareness about the importance of getting to school and to provide incentives. So what are we talking about when we talk about this? There will be prizes. There will be prizes for children that hit attendance targets. There will be prizes for classrooms that do better. And there will be prizes for schools that do better. In fact, we get to announce today that one of the prizes we're handing out is the elementary, K-8, middle, and high school with the most improved average daily attendance at the end of the year will have a visit from the Molly Moon's ice cream truck. So that's pretty good. Partial lists of sponsors, in addition to Molly Moon's, includes Pagliacci Pizza, Starbucks, Raleigh Bicycles, Pacific Science Center, Experience Music Project, KEXP, Cube 93, KISS FM, and more. In fact, we are actively seeking prize donations throughout the year so that, again, it's for children that achieve, classrooms, and entire schools that achieve. So, again, this is, as was mentioned before, it's more than just a mayor's office initiative. It's a community initiative. It really takes everyone in the community to make a commitment to getting kids to school and making sure they're in school. And that's going to mean not just that we're coming up with incentives and prizes, not just coming up with wake-up calls, and I think Jamal's going to be helping us with the wake-up calls from celebrities to kids, but that the entire community take a look at why is it that children aren't making it to school. Maybe it's something simple, maybe they just need a ride, maybe it's something more complicated, in which case we can take a look at what resources we have in the city or in the broader community to help children that are having difficulty. But our expectation is that as we reach out to parents, as we reach out to children, as we work with community groups around this program, that we will raise attendance in schools, and as a result, we know from the data, we'll also raise academic achievement. So I'm going to introduce a few more people, and then we'll come back for Q&A at the end so you can ask any specifics. But we're very excited about the program and very excited about the partnership. Our next speaker is Gabby, a youth ambassador in the 8th grade at Hamilton Middle School. She's trying out for the basketball team this year, I understand. Wants to play point guard, so Jamal, Will, maybe you can show her a few things later today. Okay, Gabby, you're on.
Gabby. I'm 13 years old and an 8th grade student at Hamilton International. I'm originally from Puerto Rico, but I've lived here in Seattle for 10 years. I'm a volunteer with Youth Ambassadors, and it's an honor to be here today with Superintendent Dr. Enfield and the Mayor of our wonderful city of Seattle, Mayor McGinn. Seattle area youth from diverse ethnic, cultural, and socioeconomic backgrounds were invited to become youth ambassadors to mark the arrival of the Dalai Lama during the Seeds of Compassion event in Seattle in 2008. Even though Youth Ambassadors was scheduled to end after the Seeds of Compassion event, the youth themselves decided that they wanted to stay working together. There was so much passion to keep going that Youth Ambassadors decided to partner up with the Seattle Public Schools Truancy Office by mentoring truant students at truancy workshops designed to reintegrate truant youth back into their schools. Youth Ambassadors could connect with the students in a very special way, subsequently allowing us to help and reach more students. This year we're excited because we established teen truancy boards inside Seattle Public High Schools to stop truancy in its tracks before it becomes a problem. Peer-to-peer connections can be life-changing for both the youth ambassador and the truant student. Many times there are stories inside the student waiting to burst out for those who are willing to listen. The youth ambassadors are compassionate and there to listen to students in need. At my first workshop, I witnessed a truly powerful exchange. A fellow youth ambassador was talking to a girl in middle school about what was happening in her life that made her skip school. She had already warmed up to her as she could feel that she could look up to this youth ambassador, so she started talking about how her mom was clinically depressed and how many times she would have to stay home during school days because she had to take care of her mom. Other days she didn't go to school because even though she liked school, she didn't want to confront the drama. She had enough with what she had to deal with at home. This girl was my age, and here she was being the adult at home. Instead of being taken care of, she was taking care of people. In practical terms, there wasn't much we could do to help her with a difficult situation, but this meeting was successful in one very important way. She felt that we listened without judging her, and she knew that we understood and empathized with her circumstances. And that was all she needed to feel energized and start with a new attempt to improve her attendance. Another powerful exchange happened at my second truancy workshop, where my sister and I were able to talk with a high school student who was having bad sleeping habits. At first, the person seemed reluctant to answer any of our questions or even look at us. But then after a while, this student started to talk about why going to school was so hard. Apparently, this person sometimes couldn't wake up early enough and was falling asleep too late to be able to wake up in the morning at a good time to get to school. This student was addicted to video games and couldn't fall asleep after playing for hours. Together, we were able to go through a plan to try to get this person to wake up and be at school on a good time. More importantly, we also realized that this person was depressed, making it so much harder to feel connected with school. Fully and understanding the problem helped this student come up with a plan to action to stop missing school. There are so many stories that are waiting to be heard, and so many different people who need to be heard and who need to be shown that compassion. Youth ambassadors truly experience the power of listening and how believing in someone can make a huge impact on our lives. We are very excited and honored to participate in the Be Here, Get There campaign. Youth ambassadors will be blogging and taking photos about our truancy dropout efforts in the schools. We're proud to be part of a movement to provide support for students by providing peer-to-peer mentorship. We will make significant change as we unite our efforts. Together we can. Thank you, and I'd like to introduce Dr. Enfield.
Thank you very much, Gabby. Very well said, and good morning, everybody. This is an exciting day. I'd like to, again, thank Principal Clark for hosting us in this wonderful new facility made possible by the generosity of our voters, which our students are now thriving in. And I'd also like to acknowledge School Board Director Betty Patu and Michael DeBell, who are also joining us. So this has been a day that many people, particularly in the mayor's office, have been working very, very hard to ensure that it came to fruition. And I want to acknowledge Mayor McGinn and his staff for partnering with the Alliance for Ed and Get Schooled and the district to make this happen. This is an example of what makes Seattle the fabulous community that it is. The school district can't do it alone, and we really rely on our community coming together with us to achieve what it is that we want for all of our students, which is that they all graduate prepared for college, career, and life. And clearly, regular attendance is a key piece of that puzzle to success that we are working on each and every day here in the district. So our goal is that by 2013, no student will have more than 10 absences. We want to get that down to as few as possible. Now, we also know, while the research is clear that regular attendance is a predictor of student success, we're also mindful of the fact that life happens. And so that's why we are having a window there, knowing that students will have reasons to be absent, be it for illness, because when we're sick, we want you to stay home and get healthy. That's critical. And we also know that family events and certain cultural norms really require sometimes for our students to be out of school, and we respect that, and we'll work with our communities to address that. But overall, we want to stress the importance of getting our students to school each and every day. We are working very hard in Seattle Public Schools to increase the quality of teaching and learning that happens in every corner of this district. And we're making huge strides. Our enrollment is up, our test scores in the main are up, and we're on the right trajectory. And I just want to say that any success that this school system has is not only a win for our kids, but it's a success that this entire community can be proud of. And so I thank all of our partners for being a part of this today. I can't wait to see what we accomplish. I've already gotten emails from teachers, principals, about how excited they are. And I'm grateful that we have the youth ambassadors. I'm a big fan. We highlighted them at a board meeting last year. And our City Year Corps members, who are key in providing that link between our students and school. We can't do it alone, but together we can, and I'm confident that together we will. So thank you everyone for being here and being a part of this, and especially to Mayor McGinn, who's a very important person to me, not just because he's our mayor, but he is the proud parent of Seattle Public School students, so that's why he's very important to me as well. And it's my pleasure now to introduce Jamal Crawford.
How's everybody doing? Let's scoot the mic up a little bit. Okay. There we go. Well, I'm honored to be here. The Be Here, Get There program is something I think that is very special to our community. I've been blessed enough to go all over the country, basically all over the world to play basketball, and I've seen different communities. And I think the thing that makes Seattle special is that we care about our community. And everybody's like, why do you love Seattle so much? It rains so much. And I'm like, you guys just don't know. It's like a hidden secret, and I think part of that is because the community that we have is special, and me personally, I've been to class and I haven't been to class. And when I was a freshman and sophomore in high school, I remember, missing a lot of class. And I missed 3 or 4 days here. I was living in Los Angeles, and I missed some time. And it was always hard getting back in class. When I was in class, I loved it. But the hard part was getting back in it. And I know our kids out there are very, very smart. They're very intelligent. But half the battle was just getting them to class. And so I think this program will be historic. I think one day we'll look back and say this program helped change and shape and mold our community in the future, the way things are going. So I think moving forward, our community will be blessed to have all these kids who are going to be doctors and lawyers and all these people right here. Mayor McGinn, Principal Clark, the superintendent, Ms. Batu, everybody here. We're all the team. We all care about our community. And like I said, moving forward, I don't want to just keep rambling. But moving forward, I know our community will be shaped and molded by these kids that we help get in class, because that's everything. If we get them in class, they'll be more well-rounded adults. If they're more well-rounded adults, they have a chance to be successful in life. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for having me. I'll bring up Will Conroy.
Bring it back down. I'm a point guard. He's a center. Like Jamal said, I just want to thank you guys for letting us be here and speak. I know me and Jamal, personally, we believe it's our responsibility to come back to the community and be a voice to these kids and make sure they know that, you do have to come to school. And I think it's more important than just athletes coming back. I think it's important that the mayor comes back and the superintendent comes back, because, everybody can be an athlete. You have a better chance of maybe being a doctor or maybe being a lawyer. So I think it's very important that we come back and we put our fingerprints on some of these kids' lives, and we try to do that throughout the community through the summer when we're home. I also think, kind of piggybacking on what the mayor said about the kind of giving the kids an incentive, I think that's important with this day and age. I think once kids see the light at the end of the tunnel, it makes them a little bit, they put a little more effort into fulfilling the goal. I know I got a chance to coach at Garfield, the summer team, and I remember I said, okay, well, I give every kid $5 if they take a charge. And I had kids everywhere flying around trying to take charges. I'm not saying that we should pay the kids, but to go to school, but I think just we all know growing up as a kid, you knew when you had a field trip, you woke up a little bit earlier that day because you knew you was going to do something fun that day, or you had an assembly. So I just think with the ice cream thing, that's one great idea, and we should come up with a lot more. And once again, I want to say thank you guys for letting us come out and speak to the kids and put our fingerprints on the kids' lives.
Will, I could have used you as a coach. I never took a charge. So I just blamed slow feet. I didn't realize it was a lack of incentives. I just want to say thank you, both of you, for coming out. And I also want to extend my thanks to school board members, Michael DeBell and Betty Patu, for joining us. The City Year volunteers are great. You media should go out and just do a story on the City Year volunteers and what they do. They're just fabulous, and they're in schools throughout the district. So with that, well, I don't know, just one more thing. I think it's Woody Allen who said it, 95% of success in life is just showing up. And I'll tell you, it's true. And, no matter what people are saying about you or how bad things seem, just keep showing up. But it really helps to have friends there to back you up and to help you out to get there. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure the kids show up and do well and give them, the incentive is really just a way of expressing our appreciation for their hard work. So with that, any questions from the media about the campaign? Great. We'll move on to the next part of the event. Thank you all.